Let's start. So good afternoon. Our discussion for this day is all about binomial expansion. So maybe we will not use this one. Maybe we will just use the whiteboard. And I want you to observe something here. Okay. So if I will have here a, oops, if I will have a plus b raised to the power of n, no, raised to the power of 0 rather, what is the answer? Anyone? Any
1.
expression raised to 0 is 1. Very good. The answer is 1. Liwan na sir, oy, there is a purpose. Maybe you will understand it later. How about I will extend the exponent into a plus b raised to 1? What's the answer?
A
plus B, sir.
A plus b. Any expression raised to 1 is the same with the expression, right? So it must be a plus b. And if I will extend it more, it will be a plus b raised to the power of 2 or squared. What will be the answer?
A squared plus 2ab plus b squared.
Very good. So it will be a squared, squared of the first term, plus twice the product of the first and the second term, and the square of the last term, right? So a square of a binomial. Did you observe something? Now we observe the pattern?
triangle.
Yes, somehow like a
Sir.
triangle. Actually, this is somehow we will be using the concept of Pascal's triangle. One, observe, one can be written as a to the 0, b to the 0, right? Agree? This is just 1, this is just 1. So if you multiply it, it becomes 1. Can you observe? 0, 1, 2, right? As well in the b, 0, 1, 2. So it means if you will be asked here, what is a plus b raised to the power of 3, you will expect here that it will be 3, right? Another observation. Do you observe something?
Ang A, sir, basta padulong siya sa left kinagagamay while ang B
Very good.
nag-increase.
Very good observation. Here, the exponent of a is 1, right? The exponent of a here is 0 or 1. This is just something 1. Raised to 1, raised to 0. Raised to 2, raised to 1, raised to 0. So it means the exponent of a is decreasing, right? And if you observe for b, this is b to the 0, b to the 1. B to the 0, b to the 1, b to the power of 2. So the exponent of b is increasing. Got it? So it means if you will look for this, by the way, here, 0, 1, 2, 3, it should be b cubed. So your a should be decreasing, so it should be a squared, oops, a to the 1, a to the 0, right? Or simply 1. For the b, b to the 0 or 1, b to the 1, b to the power of 2, b to the power of 3. Got it? So that is what you need to observe in the pattern of the exponent. Aside from that, in each term, the degree is third degree because the exponent is 3. If you look at here, this is a third degree. This is also a third degree because second, a 2 and 1, so it will be a third degree. Third degree, third degree. Got it? The same thing with the squared. Okay. Aside from that, can you observe on the numerical coefficients? If you look at the numerical coefficients here, you have 1, itong mga numbers. You have 1, 1, 1, right? Sunod, 1, 2, 1, right? 1, 2, 1. Do you observe a pattern in the numerical coefficients? What do you observe? Isha, what do you observe here? Isha, Angel, Pondang. What do you observe in the numerical coefficients?
Actually, ang sum sa before a number sa 2 place, Ay, bali, 1 plus 2 plus 2.
Very
Paano
good.
na?
Good observation. Actually, the first and the last should be 1. So ang first is 1 and last is 1. And in between them is the sum of the previous. 1, you have 2 here by adding 1 and 1, so it becomes 2. So if you will look for this, it will be 1 plus 2, that is 3. 2 plus 1 is also 3. Got it? So the numerical coefficient here should be 1, 3, 3, then 1, right? And since this is just addition, then all of them will have plus sign. And this is now the answer for this. Got it? So if we will extend it more, it will be a plus b raised to the power of 4. Then, obviously, the exponent of a is decreasing, starting from 4. It should be a to the power of 4, a to the power of 3, a squared, a to the 0, right? For b, b to the 0, b to the 1, b to the power of 2, b to the power of 3, b to the power of 4, right? For the numerical coefficients, it should be 1, 4, 6, 4, 1, right? So it should be 1, 4, 6, 4, then 1. So since this is addition, then all of them will have plus sign, plus, plus, and plus. And that is now the answer. Clear? Is it clear? Now, what will happen if we will have a minus b? Still 1 is the answer? Yes or no? Still 1? Feel free to unmute your microphone. If you have a minus b to the 0, is it still equal to 1? Yes or no?
Yes. Sir.
Yes, correct. If you have a minus b, what should be the answer here? A minus b to the power of 1. What is the answer?
A minus B.
A minus b. If this is a minus b to the power of 2, this is negative, right? The middle term. So what do you observe in the sign if this is minus? Positive, negative, positive.
Alternating, sir.
Alternating. And the first term should be positive. Okay? So it means if this is minus, this is positive, negative, positive, negative. And the rest of the thing are the same, except for the sign. Got it? So if this is a minus b to the power of 4, it should be positive, negative, positive, negative, positive. That's it. Clear? Is it clear? Question? No question? Okay, let us have one example.
Sir,
Yes.
sir.
Yes.
Katong sa last ba? Katong pinaka-last bita na. Ano to, alternating, sir? Pwede pa
Yes.
ulit kay wala. Nag-take note pa ko ato.
If you have a minus b, the sign should be alternating, but the first term should always be positive. Okay? Parihara tanan, but the sign should be alternating. Positive, negative, positive, negative, positive. You will only do that if you have a minus b. Got it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. May question? Kung i-unmute si... Isang gatingog. Di gatingog. Okay. I think that is clear. Let us now have one example. How about if I will ask you, what is 2x plus 3y raised to the power of 3? Okay. If you are asked to do it, something like this portion is your x, this is your y, right? So it will be 2x raised to the power of 3, 2x raised to the power of 2, 2x raised to the power of 1, 2x raised to the power of 0. Got it? So imaginary that there is 1 there. 2x raised to the power of 0. For the 3y raised to the power of 0 or simply 1, we will not write it anymore. You will have 3y raised to the power of 1. You also have 3y raised to the power of 2. You also have 3y raised to the power of 3, right? Since the exponent is 3, then you will use 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 3, 3, then 1, right? No? So, you will use the numerical coefficient 1, 3, 3, then 1. Since this is just positive, silang tanan positive. Plus, plus, then plus. Then, you simplify your answer. So, if you will simplify it, 2x raised to 3, that becomes 8x cubed, right? Because 2 to the cube or 2 to the power of 3 is just 8. 2 times 2 times 2. Then you have x cubed. While here, this portion becomes 4x squared. So 3 times 4 times 3, this is just 12 times 3. That is just 36x squared y. Kuha? While here, this is 3 times 2x times this becomes 9y squared. So if you simplify it, this becomes 6 times 9. Pila man ang 6 times 9 plus?
54.
So that is just 54xy squared. And lastly here, what is 3 cubed? 3 times 3 times 3.
27.
You have 27y cubed. And this is now your answer. Klaro? Naklaro? Okay, I will give more. How about I will ask, what is, say, 4, let's change it to black. 4a minus 1 raised to the power of 6. Okay. So if you are asked to do it, again, this is your first term, this is your second term. So your first term should be 4a to the power of 6. 4a to the power of 5. As we all know that the exponent of a is decreasing. 4a to the power of 3. 4a squared. Let's write here the next term. 4a to the power of 1. Then 4a to the power of 0 or simply 1. We will not write it anymore because that is just 1. For the next second term, it should be 1 raised to the power of 0 or 1. 1 raised to the power of 1. 1 raised to the power of 2. 1 raised to the power of 3. 1 raised to the power, to the 0. Yes, to the 0, to the 1, 2, 3. This is to the power of 4, right? Agree? No? Next,
sir.
nawala ang 4. No?
Nawala ang 4, sir.
Diri, kulang ta diri. Kulang. Tingnan kulang man. Di man mo fit in. It should be 4a to the power of 4, 4a to the power of 3, 4a squared, 4a, then 4a to the 0. So it should be 1 to the 0, 1 to the 1, 1 to the power of 2, 1 to the power of 3, 1 to the power of 4, 1 to the power of 5, and 1 to the power of 6. Now, since this is, no, walang siya di ay, numerical coefficient sa to the power of 6. So it should be 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 3, 3, 1, 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. Kulang pa kay this is just to the power of 4. It should be 1, 5, 10, 10, 5, 1. Actually, if you look at here, the numbers are just somehow like mirror. to each other. 10, 10, 5, 5, 1, 1. Right? So the next one should be 1, 6, 15, 20, 15, 6, then 1. And this is the line that we are looking for, the exponent of 6. So it should have 1, 6. We have here 15. We have here 20, then 15, then 6, then 1. Right? Agree? And for the sign, since it is minus, kung minus gani, ang sagot ay giingon ka ganiha, if that is minus,
Alternating.
it should be
Alternating.
alternating. So it's positive in the first, negative in the second, positive in the next, then negative, positive, negative, positive. Clear? So, as we consider here, if you look at here, actually, ang negative nga sign plus if ang exponent ni second term is odd. The exponent of 1 here is 1, right? The exponent of 1 here is 3. And that is odd. And those are negative. Kung ano yung timanaan. Kaya di mo makalimot po. Then next to this is you are going to simplify. What is 4 to the power of 6? 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. Pila na?
4,096.
4,096. Sakto?
Yes, sir. 4 to the power of 6.
to the power of 6. How about here? What is 4 to the power of 5?
1024, sir.
1024, 8 to the power of 5, right? Ini kay 1 raman eh, wala na kwenta kay 1 man. So you multiply 6 and 1025. It should be, ilan na?
6,150.
6,150 a to the power of 5, right? Sakto no? So we are done with here. How about what is 4a to the power of 4?
256,
sir.
sir.
200
56.
a to the power of 4. This is just 1. Still, this is 1. So you have to multiply 15 and 256. And what should be the answer?
3,840.
Again, can you repeat? 3,000?
840.
800?
40.
40?
Yes, sir.
Good. Next to that is you have to perform this one. 4a to the power of 3. So 4 times 4 times 4. That should be 16
64,
times
sir.
64. 64a, oops. 64a cubed. 20
Excuse me,
times,
sir.
yes.
Sir, kanang sa 4A power 5 kay 10,024.
Asa na bita? Jetro.
Sa 10,025, sir. Mali siguro. Mali.
Ini?
Ito no, 10,000. Yes, sir.
4 to the power of 5. Dila?
Yes. 4 to the power of 5 kay 10,024.
10,000?
1,024 ata.
1,024.
Again, pila? 1,025 or 24?
1,024.
24 ni. So, sayop ni. Ani? Right? Okay? So, this one is, kani sayop ni.
Yes, sir. 6,144 na, sir.
144.
44.
Very good. Thank you. Okay, okay na ni. Okay na? So, ahan tarapita, we are here, right? Sakto? So, you need to multiply negative 20 and 64. What's the answer?
Negative
1,280, sir.
180, sir.
1,080
280.
sir.
a cube, right? So, next to this is here. So, it will be 16a squared. 15 times 16, what's the answer?
240.
240. 40a squared. While here, it is just 6 times 24 that becomes negative 24a. This is just 1 plus another 1. Clear? And that will be the answer. Question? No question?
Ay, sir.
Yes.
Kanang sa 1 to the power of 6, sir, baka 1 radyo na siya, sir.
Yes. Ano man? Because 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1. 1 times itself is just 1. Right? So 1 din na siya. Right?
Okay, sir, salamat.
Okay. Napay concern? 1 raised to any number is just 1. Okay, I think that is all for what we need to discuss. Or your task now. Your task is to answer 2 problems, and you will be providing your answer in our Google Classroom. I will add class report later, and you post your answers there. Okay? Claro? Is it clear, class?